Here are the top 5 drugs I don't understand why people take, the drug scientist version. Number 1, salvia. Why do you want to feel like an inanimate object? And more importantly, why do you want to feel like an inanimate object forever? Like, the trip doesn't actually technically last that long of a time, but it feels like it does because the drug actually makes you feel as though time is lasting forever. One of the commenters on the last video I made for it said that they felt like they were a lifetime of sand disintegrating into the abyss. Does that sound fun? In fact, most people who take it did not say that they enjoyed it. They said that they didn't like it. So why are people still taking it? Genuine question. Number 2, spice or synthetic cannabinoids. Like, you're basically taking all of the bad parts of weed and then just making them to a different drug. You're not getting the higher euphoria that people typically say that they have. It's not necessarily that relaxing of an effect. And in fact, it has a lot of long-term problems, things like psychosis. And oh yes, you can overdose as well. Number 3 is PCP. We actually use this in drug research to model schizophrenia. Is that something you want to put on yourself? Like, honestly, why are you doing this? And it is a hallucinogen technically, and a lot of people use hallucinogens because they think it's interesting to kind of see different realities, but in this case, it is a dissociative hallucinogen. So along with Ket, what it does is it's basically making you feel as though you're not part of reality. So no, you're not just seeing like fuzzy bunnies appear out of nowhere. Like, you are no longer part of reality. And oh yeah, you don't actually have superhuman strength. Your pain perception might be changed, so you might think that you have superhuman strength, but as soon as you're off that drug, oh yeah, you're going to be back to reality, and you've probably broken something in that time. Oh, and then finally, it has a very narrow therapeutic index, so you're actually decently likely to overdose on it. Number 4, inhalants. Like, the thing is, I actually understand why people take this drug because they're just easier to access. So that is why a lot of teenagers start taking them, and that is the main group that actually uses inhalants. Now, the problem is, inhalants is like a wide variety of different types of drugs. So it has things like whippets, which technically aren't that problematic except for long-term use. Short-term use doesn't have a ton of side effects, although it does still have side effects. And then you have poppers, which seem decently safe, but we have like basically no research out there on it. Those are technically inhalants, but those are not the inhalants that I'm talking about. So I'm talking about things like huffing spray paint or huffing paint thinner. I'm primarily talking about things that lead you to actually huff toluene, and toluene is extremely problematic. So I rarely say that drugs will actually kill off your neurons. That is a standard like fear-mongering technique, and I just don't typically use it. But in this case, yeah, it actually does kill your brain cells. And a lot of this is just caused by oxygen deprivation. Like, who is really enjoying the feeling of not being able to breathe properly and the effects that it has on your nervous system? And since you have to typically take this in one specific fashion, so it's one right after the other, because they have very short effects, you are very likely to overdose on them too. And then the final one, crocodile. Named after the lovely scaly crocodile because it will actually eat your flesh. So crocodile was basically like a bootleg H, and so what it is that people are like breaking down codeine and then combining it with like a variety of things that they can get their hands on. So paint thinner and gasoline and like the stuff that you use to strike your matches on, that just basically like balled up and put into a fluid which you then inject. And perhaps unsurprising to anyone who's watched a single medical show in their life, injecting random things that you don't know what's in it or may contain gasoline, yeah, that's not good for your skin. So it starts to eat away your skin and causes wounds that will never heal. So you're directly injecting things like gasoline into your vein and hoping that that doesn't kill you or the opioids don't kill you because they have a relatively narrow therapeutic index. And if all of those things don't kill you, well, then you have a high that's actually kind of similar to other opioids. So why are you using this? In general, why are we using any of those things? Please also see my future videos of why are we using alcohol in this way, and why are you trying to take common household items like catnip and use them to make a drug?